Hello, Assalamu alaikum. It's 2nd of February 2021, early hours of Tuesday morning. I'm just going to address a little bit on the subject of track and trace £500 grants that you can claim from the local government, which is in our case Kirklees Council. So very quickly on the subject of £500, which you can claim if you've got COVID, if you received COVID. So for the isolation period, for each isolation period, you can claim £500, subject to obviously rules and regulations. So if you caught it, or if you had to go in isolation because your son or your brother or whatever reason you had to go in isolation, you can claim that £500. And before you go, before you went into that isolation, 3 weeks before that, you must have been earning some money and you wasn't at a loss. So that's one of the things that you've got to prove. Okay, and then you've got to be on universal benefit or family credit or any one of the benefits. So basically, person who's suffering and he was working, so he can claim. So anyway, very quickly, the councils know naff all about it. They're all over the place, and as a result of this, we are losing money. Sometimes we are losing money because they've got a rift between the Conservative Party and the Labour Party, and as a result of that, they're giving money away to the central government, but they're not giving it to us. Now, I asked for some freedom of information, and this is what I got. I hope you can read it. Hang on. I asked these questions, right? And this is the response that I got. Because you're allowed, you buy rights to ask questions under the freedom of information. So I'll just basically say this to you that, I've been in a real brawl with them. A lot of people from the BAME community, BAME, B-A-M-E, basically means the Asians, are losing out. So I asked a question, how much money has KMC totally received from central government for this purpose? And they said 199,500. So we'll just call it 200,000. And then discretionary scheme, 120,000 nearly. And administration costs, nearly 50,000. So that's 200,000, 320 plus this 50. That's about 370,000 pounds that they got to give to us. And out of that, obviously 200,000 and then discretionary scheme. So if they've got a bit of discretionary powers, they can still give you out of that 120,000 pound. And then administration, which they probably got as cost, is 50,000 pound. But we're not getting it. You know why? Because I asked another question. And up to 1st of January or whatever, currently how many people have you already paid and how many people have you rejected? So on 10th of January 2021, they had only paid 744 and rejected 1,047. We'll just call that 1,044. So paid 744 and rejected 1,044. So which council is the chairperson? It's Graham Taylor. He's not a bad lad, but does he know about all this? Does he know, does Shabir Pandor know, does your councillors know that they will be giving this money back to the central government? And the central government is actually giving it to, the councils say, give it to your residents. So what are they looking at? And are your councillors working for you? Because when you go to the councillors, they don't know how to go about it themselves. So have they taught, are they teaching the councillors? Are they helping you? This people, 1,047 people that they've rejected, most of them are from Apnewalis, ethnic minority, BAME. And you need to stand up for your rights because they're just fobbing you off. Initially, they'll say, oh, we haven't got this number, isolation number. What isolation number? The only number that they give you is the one that the NHS gives you. So, only few people have got it and it's your money. You're entitled to it. And I'm sending this stern warning out to Shabir Pando. Apparently, Shabir Pando seems to agree with me. He says, look, I'm the chairman now, and I'm the leader now, but I won't be the leader all the time. So you need to get onto your ward councillors. And if we have to, Tracy Brabin, you need to do something for us. You need to do something for us. This money shouldn't be going back down there. You're our MP. Why should this money be going back to the central government? You are the MP. You should make sure that this money should stay within Kirklees Council and it should be paid. The people that's applying, they're reluctant. They just get completely fobbed off. And they go to the councillors, and councillors don't know. It's their job to be trained how to get it and how not to get it. Now, I've kept going, and, there's the solicitor to the council, Julie Mushcroft, she's playing snakes and ladders with me. Snakes and ladders. Oh, now get me this, now get me that, now get me this, now get me that. It doesn't say so on the .gov guidelines that you have to ask for all this. It doesn't say all this, but she's just basically fobbing you off. I don't really believe that this money will be going back to the central government. I don't. I think you've got your eyes on it. That's my honest opinion. Why are you playing so hard to get? And there's the benefits section. They're basically cheating us. They are cheating us, and I'll say it, and I'll very openly say that there's something going on that's not so right. And Tracy Brabin, Barry Shearman, Huddersfield, or wherever your MPs is, get them to look at it. They need. Shabir Pandor, leader of the council, apparently says he's going to be having meeting with these guys, and he totally agrees with me. And he says, you make a video, Akooji, tell me, to educate the people at large, and this is what I'm doing. The money is ours. The central government has given it to us, and these people would rather give it back to the central government than us. So my next door, neighbor across road, I said, you were in isolation. Did you claim that £500? Yeah, I did. So what did you get? Oh, they just sent me a letter to say you don't qualify. They just basically, it's their job. They're getting administration money, £50,000. So it's their job to educate us and assist us how to get this. What apparently Julie Mushcroft is telling me is that go to Citizens Advice Bureau. No. You're getting the administration money. You should be helping us. Julie Mushcroft, the solicitor to the council, she's playing snakes and ladders. Honestly, she's playing snakes. And the benefits section, they don't have a clue. Or something's going on. One or the other. Either they're cheating us, or either they realistically don't know what the heck they themselves are doing. But it's the job of, when I initially put in a complaint, it's the job of Chris Reed and his boss to make sure that they, as complaints procedure standards officers, that they get to know everything. And when you go to complain to them, they'll say, go to ombudsman. Now, what can ombudsman do? The ombudsman cannot overturn a decision that the council has made. So we haven't got a complaints procedure in place, have we? We haven't got a complaints procedure in Kirklees Council, which is independent and impartial. The councils, this is why, are getting away with it, because we are entitled to independent and impartial complaints procedure, which we don't have, apparently. And they're fobbing us off, basically. So get on to your councillors. The councillors are the people that should be, knocking on their doors on your behalf. So anyway, I spoke my mind, and I told them that I'm not going to go away. I ain't going to go away. They basically, have given this, what is it, about £370,000 that I've said? And that is your money. If you've been in isolation, poor you've probably died of it. I nearly died of coronavirus. Some people, nothing happens to them. Some people, it really gets at them. And this is your money that these people are holding back. So please fight for it, and go to see your councillors and tell them, look, I want you to write to them. I want you to knock on their doors. You're my councillor. You're the elected people, and they basically get paid to do this. Now, I'm not saying all councillors are bad. My councillors aren't too bad. They've stood up for me. But that department down there, that Kirklees, few of them, they think that they own Kirklees Council. No, they don't. Kirklees Council belongs to you. National health belongs to you. Fight for it. Stand for your cause. Assalamu alaikum. Khuda Hafiz. Akooji Badat. Ciao for now.